Welcome back to our podcast, which is Antarctic Issues, of course, your favorite podcast. In today's episode, we are going to talk about a real interesting topic, which should be of a lot of importance to all of us. First of all, let's welcome our classmate Alex.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to me be your host in this podcast, and it is also a pleasure to me to present our guest in this new episode, Mr. Escamilla.
Hi to everyone. I'm glad to be here and in this excellent podcast. And let's get started because we have a lot of very interesting topics.
Yeah, exactly. Please, Paco, start with the topic.
So, which is this topic that we are talking a lot? This topic is about the impact of human activities all over the environment, specifically in the Antarctic region. So, way to start, we're going to talk about first about the cons of these activities. So, this its cause, as I said, and there's nothing more or any other way to say it. Human activities are affecting a lot the Antarctic region, with all the industrialization that we have had all along the past years since the 19th century. We have a lot of emissions of CO2, which is carbon dioxide. We have a lot of emission of carbon dioxide, and these affect the air mostly. So, what happens when the carbon dioxide affects the air? This causes that the water water in Antarctic region start to have this pH that is more acid. The pH of the water is becoming more acid, so this is causing that a lot of colonies of krill, which is the most important food source for all the animals that live here, that include penguins, seals, whales, that krill can reproduce themselves in this area, which is their natural environment, their habitat. So this is one problem that we have. Um that it's only the small part of this big puzzle, because then we have that thanks to all these climate changes, it is known by much studies that this Antarctic region have lost a lot of land, has lost a lot of land, and it is estimated that almost 90% of the glaciers that are here in the Antarctic region are lost right now. So we have that the food sources are getting lack of it, the predators. So now we have that they don't have land to live. They don't have land to live, and this is causing that a lot of species are getting in danger of extinction. And also we have the most significant preoccupation that we have in this moment for humans, that it is the rise of levels in oceans, which it is estimated that can grow by 1 to 3 meters in the next year. So almost like 2050 and so on, we can have more water and cities are going to get drawn. So those are the cons. I don't know. What do you say, Mr. Escamilla? How do you see?
Well, talking about this topic, it reminds me that obviously not only the Antarctica is getting damaged, obviously all the world. This podcast is more focused in the Antarctic, but we as a society we have to do a change because first let's get it that first the Antarctic is going to melt all of them, and then we're going to have problems with the water, drowned cities, pollution, and a lot of that, a lot of issues that we as a society we don't want. So if we as a society make a compromise to be better, we can eradicate and try to put a stop to the melt of the Antarctic.
Of course.
Well,
So we have talked about the cons, and now is the turn of our classmate Alex. What do you want to say, Alex?
well, I'm going to talk about the pros that are not really too much, but they exist. And that Alberto says it's true that it is a big problem and that we need to solution as a society. Well, starting with the pros, there are not too much, but exist like the tourist. The tourist is an activity human that in ships the people goes to this area of the Antarctica and they do and they realize activities to take care of these species that are in this zone and also learn how all the activities that we do in our daily life are affecting this zone equally. And also there exist activity humans that are good, like the activities that organizations do. Do you know, Alberto's, some organizations that supports these topics?
Yes, of course. We can talk about some organizations like Save the Polar Bears is a very controversial and very popular organization that helps the polar bears, but it not only focus on the polar bears, it helps penguins and all of the fauna that is located in the Antarctica.
Yes, as our guest said, there are a lot of organizations that protect specifically this area or this region of the world. And it's important as us as humans to support these activities because if we are creating a bad impact or a bad influence, it's our responsibility to take care and obviously to create a good impact for this area. So that is most the pros of the activities human.
Okay, so well, it's really interesting. What can I say? It is very important that we try to preserve all that we can of our world. It's our planet, our home. So we need to save it, and we need to help out um, the way that we can, with a donation, with making organizations, going into organizations, trying to get a job in some of this. So this is all. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn something, and if you did know this, I hope you reinforce your knowledge. And well, so I want to thank my classmates. I want to thank all of you who are seeing us and watching us. Sorry. So that's all for me. That's all for today, and I hope you have a good day.
Something that you want to say, Alberto?
Now this is all for today. Thank you so much to listeners and have a great day.
See ya.